Hello everybody, it's Wendy, and today we are going to do a little tutorial for a bracelet using these double hole strand connectors. So my friend, the sparkly Beader, if you watch that video where she sent me these links, and she wasn't sure how to use them because of the position of the holes. So I looked at them and I think they're just spacers for a bracelet. So I think what we're going to do is just make a bracelet and we'll see how they do. I think they're really cute, and I think they'll make a really pretty bracelet. So I've laid out some beads here in sort of a pattern. I actually had them laid out in a really nice pattern and then dropped my phone on them, so they went all crazy. But I think basically this is the pattern that I'm going to go with. And so what you'll need if you want to do this is you need some two hole spacers. So they just look like this, but they have two holes in them because we're going to string two lengths of wire through there to make the bracelet. You need some beads of your choice, and I'm using cube beads. Shirley from Budget Bead Box sent these beads to me, and so that's what I'm going to use on this. I love them, they're real sparkly. And I have some metal beads, random metal beads, some spacers, and this type of a clasp. This is a 2-strand clasp that slides like this. It actually was a 3-strand clasp, and I cut 2 of the loops out, and I will file them down with a file to make them smooth. But yeah, I needed a 2-strand one, and I didn't have one, so I made one. You can do about anything if you want to. So we're going to use that. You need 4 wire guardians and 4 crimp beads to do this bracelet. And you will need a couple of lengths of tiger tail. So I have 2 lengths of tiger tail cut here, and I've just cut them kind of long, probably, gosh, 18 inches, because I like to be really secure in getting this together, making sure I have enough. I hate to run out of wire, so I will always have too much. And I think I have too many beads on here too, but we'll deal with that when we come to it, because I'm not sure. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to do is basically just, I like to put one end of my clasp on first, so you have something to stop your beads. So if you're using the kind of clasp I am, I put it together because otherwise I will mess it up for sure. And I am going to string on a wire guard just like this. So your wire guard goes through your loop, and then your wire goes back down through it, and this just protects your wire from getting worn because it's, you know, moving against this loop. So then you want to take your other end of your wire, oh my goodness, I'm getting tangled up, and you want to thread on a crimp bead. Crimp bead goes all the way down and right up in the loop, or right up on your other wire, so both of your wires are together. Now, your wire guardian here, you can, if you want to, bend this in, and I like to where it kind of almost touches together, and that way you can get your crimp bead up there really nice and snugly. So you can even take pliers and do it. You just gently take your wire guardian on both sides and bend it in to where it touches, or it almost touches, just like that. And it just makes a neater crimp, I feel like, or a neater little finish. So then I take my pliers and I just go ahead and crimp it. Okay, so that's what you've got. And you want to go ahead and do that with both wires. So here's my other wire. I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to take my wire guardian, put it right through there, and I'll make sure they're going the right direction and everything is, you know, facing the right way. And then I'm going to take this one wire, whoops, go up this end of my guardian. It can get a little, yeah, it can get a little fiddly. It might be easier to put it in first into your guardian. Get in there. There we go. And then spin it around there. Okay. And then put your other wire guard again on. That's a little easier to do it that way. Okay. And then you're going to get your crimp bead. Put it on the end of your tiger tail. And slide it all the way up. Okay, just get it on your crimp bead, or through your crimp bead. Okay, there we go. And again, I'm going to take it and just bend it together to where it touches, just barely. Okay. I'm going to pull it up there and just crimp it closed. And you can use crimp bead covers if you want, but I don't think I'm going to today. So let me set these two out of the way. There's two crimp beads, and so this is what you should have. You should have your wire guards crimped on and your wire kind of sticking out everywhere. Okay, so we are going to take, and we're just going to work one strand at a time. So I'm going to take a green bead. I said one strand at a time, but I meant we're going to string them both at the same time. It is now 12:19 p.m. and this is my second video that I've filmed tutorial, and I'm getting really tired, so I need to go to bed, but I'd really like to get this done. So I'm just gonna, and the reason that you have to kind of string these together is because you're gonna put these spacers on, and if you don't have as many beads on the top as you do on the bottom, it's not going to go on right. So, okay. So there's my green bead. Let's put a daisy spacer and a purple bead. Let's do this daisy spacer. Okay. Just go ahead and slide these down, see how they look. I go ahead and let this wire be inside here for a bit, just in case the bracelet would come loose. Okay, so I've got green bead. I thought I said I put a purple bead on, but it looks like I put a black bead on. So let's go ahead with the other side. Do our daisy spacer, black bead, daisy spacer, and I'm actually going to go ahead and cut these off now, just because they get really annoying. They're just like totally in the way all the time if you don't. I put a few beads through them and then I just trim them off. Make sure you trim the right wire though. I've done that before. I've trimmed the wrong one. Got in a hurry and trimmed my long wire instead, which makes me really angry. It's no fun to do that. Okay, so I think I will do a purple bead now. And then this flower bead. And I see that thing popped out. I hate them. But I hate to cut it off right up at the crimp too, because I feel like this is just more secure. So let me see if I can get it back in there. It's just a pain. Okay, let's do this side. I know it's sticking out a little bit. I may trim it off later, or I may just wait and put it in there when I get more beads on and it'll stay better. And I like these little flower beads right here. These little flower beads, because I felt like they kind of matched with those. That was really cute. Okay, I think we need, do I want to do another purple bead? I think I do. We're going to do another purple bead on each strand. And then we'll put our first spacer on. So pull those down. Take your little spacer. Now, see how these have different ways? Like, they have this one on the side. You can put them either way. I mean, you can alternate it, like oval, diamond, or you can put them oval, diamond, diamond, oval. And I think that's how I'm going to do it. Oval, diamond, diamond, oval, like this. And then I'm going to have one. I've got 5. So this one, I don't know, maybe I should do it the other way since I have an odd number. Just put them like this. Yeah, that's probably better to do it that way. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it's probably not as big of a deal as I make it out to be, but anyway, you can do them either way that you want. So let's go ahead and you're just going to string one. Now make sure that you string these face up, okay? So they all have to go on the same way. That's what I'm saying there. You can't put one on like that, one on like that. It's not going to look very good. So I like to keep this kind of a bracelet when I'm doing it, just laying flat on the board or on the mat, and that makes it a little easier to see, number one, the length of it, and number two, make sure everything is going the way it should go. Okay, so there's our first spacer. And I am going to cut these off a little bit because they're way long, these tiger tails. I am insecure about the length of my wire, and I like to make sure I have enough. And so, yeah. All right, so is everything, let's make sure it's all laying even. Okay, so everything's even and spaced out right. Okay, so let's go ahead and do a green one since I haven't done a green one for a few times. We'll put green on. I think these little cubes are so pretty. They're sparkly. Okay, so we put green on. Then let's do a spacer. And I have a smaller wrist. My wrist is like 6, not even quite 6.5 inches. So my bracelets all end up being really tiny when I make them. But, you know, just use the beads that will work for you for your length of bracelet and measure as you go along. And just don't put too many on there. Okay, so I'm going to do another spacer on here. And I'm going to make this one, yeah, I think I'll make it go this way. I don't know that it really matters all that much that they, you know, have a pattern to them in the way that they face, but these are so pretty. Okay, so there's that one. And again, make sure everything's laying flat and that you've got enough, you've got everything together and it just, you know, is laying flat and good. Okay, so I'm going to put on a purple bead. And then I'm going to do a spacer and a green bead, daisy spacer, and I'm going to do this big rhinestone metal bead. I got these from BB Craft, and I love them. They're really cute. Okay, so let me do the other side of this. So we'll do purple bead, daisy spacer, green bead, daisy spacer, rhinestone bead, and daisy spacer. Okay, and that's what we've got so far. Okay, so I feel like I should do, let me go ahead and put another spacer on here. Let's do it this way. this. And going through there. Okay, just like that. Then I'm going to do another daisy spacer on each side. I have to pull out, oh, I'm so sorry. I have to pull out some more daisy spacers. Okay, there's two. Then I'm going to do the rhinestone bead. Come on, get on there. Sometimes these are hard to get your wire through. Okay, one more rhinestone bead. Daisy spacer. Spacer. I'm definitely going to have to get some more spacers out. And then I want to do, I'm going to go back repeat the pattern back. But I'm going to have a problem because I don't have 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, yeah, I do. Okay. Whew. I was like, I knew I had 5 of those. Okay. Green bead. Get on there. Green bead. Okay. Spacer. And now that you're on your other end, you're going back the other way, just repeating your pattern. You can actually just beat up one whole side if you want, but I just kind of like to do it the same, or do one side then catch up with the other side. I don't know. That way I can just see everything and make sure that it's laying how I want it to. Okay, now we need this one. Do it this way. Just like this. This is going to make a really pretty bracelet. Okay, see that? And then what did I need? Black spacer green. So here's black spacer green, and I'm out of spacers. I'm gonna have to pull some more out. Let me do that real quick. Where are they? I'm sorry guys, I have so many little compartments with stuff in them. Here they are. Okay, black spacer green. So black spacer green. Okay, then what do we have? Another of these. And this one. I did that wrong. You gotta get your top wire in first. And then we'll get this one in. Come on now. Oh my goodness, get in there. Okay, so there's that. And then I need purple flower, spacer, black, spacer, and green, which I'm out of. Let me pull out some more. Green. Okay. Do the same on the other side. Purple, spacer, black. That's my last spacer. I used exactly the amount that I had in green. Okay, so once you get this all oh shoot, I forgot the flower. Once you get this all beaded up, I could tell something was wrong there. See, that's why I like to lay it out flat, because then I can tell if something is uneven. You know, you can immediately see that it's messed up and you can fix it. Because I tend to have a lot of mess ups. Okay, but what you're going to do now is just make sure that it's going to fit your wrist. So if I lay this out here and I measure it, it is about close to 6 inches. So probably this is going to be perfect. Maybe not. I maybe need to go just a little bit longer with it. And so what I could do, I hate to do that though, because that's going to mess up. But yeah, I think it's going to be a little too short, this one is. Let me look. I don't know. Let me try it. If I have to take it loose, I'll redo this video anyway. So, alright, so I'm going to take a wire guard, because this may give it more space than I even realized that it is going to. Oops, I have to put my crimp bead on first. Alright, crimp bead on. Crimp bead on. Alright, then wire guard. Let's get that on there. And then I'm going to loop this around and go ahead and put it on here. Just like that. And make very sure that it is facing the same way, that it does not twist anywhere, okay? And then you're going to take your tiger tail, put it right through your crimp bead and down through a couple beads, or one bead. One bead's where I'm going. Okay, ooh, don't fall off there. I may have lost one. Okay, then you're going to do the same thing you did with your other side. Take your wire guard in and mush him in a little bit, like that. Now, I have to make sure that this isn't twisted, and it isn't. But always check that, because, yeah, you don't want it to be. Now, and then we're just going to crimp it. Crimp it real good. Okay, and then cut it off. Alright, now let me make sure that the other side is the same, and it is. Okay, so I'm going to take my wire guardian. No, my crimp bead first. Always forget that. Crimp bead first. Get it on there. Wire guardian next. Get it on. And then we're going through the other part of our clasp here. Just like that. Pull tight. See if I can get that down in there real quick before I pull it tight. Just so, I just feel like it gives it a little extra security. Even if it's just through one bead. Okay. Let's bend these together. Let's get this through this bead and through one bead there. Okay, pull tight. And then we're going to crimp it down. Alright, and then we'll cut off our excess. And cut off this piece of excess. Yeah, make sure you cut your wire off if you have it sticking out anywhere like that, because it is pokey. And you don't want it poking you. Okay, get these beads out of the way. And you have a really cute little bracelet. I can tell right now it's too small. Yeah, just a tad. I need to add a couple more beads to it, but still, look at that. It turns out really, really pretty, and I will probably just take it apart and redo it and add a couple beads because I think I can get it closed, but it is tight. I didn't do a very good job of anticipating the beads on this one. Oh, yeah, I can get it closed. Whoop. Well, maybe. But anyway, that is how you make the double strand bracelet using these little connectors. And there are tons of these little connectors out there. I'm really determined to get this on. Really pretty ones. These are beautiful. I love these. Maybe I'm not going to get it on. I really kind of want to. It went on there a second ago. It just came undone. But yeah, I don't know. I may even be able to kind of pull it, and the tiger tail will stretch a little if you mess with it. So, yeah. But anyway, it makes a really cute bracelet. Super easy, super simple. And let me see if I can get it on. It's not going to happen. No, not without two hands. Actually, I believe Chris could probably buckle it for me, and it would be fine. It's tight, but I like them tight. I don't want them sliding all around. So yeah, that's what it looks like finished. And you use the 2 strands and these little spacers. So Miss Sparkly Beader, that is exactly how those are meant to be used, and I think they're gorgeous. They make just a beautiful bracelet. So yeah, I hope that helps you to be able to look at that, and now you'll know exactly what to do with it, and you can create something really pretty with yours. Yeah, but anyway, the Sparkly Beader, check her out. I will put her information in the description box below, and you guys give this a try. It's really fun. Makes a pretty little bracelet. And so I am going to head to bed because it is now 12:40 and I'm really tired. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.